It's been so long since I last recorded a video that I'm genuinely a little bit scared that I've completely forgotten how to do this. Sorry, it's been a full 3 weeks since my last video. In case you missed it, I spent 2 weeks in Japan, then came home, battled through the jet lag, and then came down with a cold. I'm feeling much better today, but you might still hear it a little bit in my voice, so I'm sorry about that if it comes through, but I've been so ready to come back, so I didn't want to wait any longer. Today we're playing Tavern Talk, a game in which we run a tavern and learn the stories of our patrons. I'm a big fan of D&D and fantasy stories, and the best ones always start in a tavern, so I expect that I will love this game. If you're new to the channel, my name is Brock, and I'm so happy you're here. If you like cozy gaming content and chill, wholesome videos, then be sure to subscribe for lots more. Now, let's jump into Tavern Talk.
Once upon a time in a world far, far away, in a realm ruled by dragons and magic. Well, actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia, not that far away, there was a tavern. My tavern. A place for anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment. A place open to everybody. Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper. My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests, to make sure they always return victorious. Big shoes to fill, I know. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
Hiya, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes, all fine and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster, or a mushroom mimic, maybe a gnome. Did it? No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great! I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same amaranthine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very... exciting? Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts: walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, I think that counts as a mistake. So, what you're saying is that you're missing some spice? Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Oh, it's really lagging when I click. Sorry about that. Though, I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly. That's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So, a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun? Have you tried visiting a circus? Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala, arrive in a hot air balloon. hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yes, I think that's the point. I'm afraid of heights, and of people, and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to this song I started writing. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. A pretty nymph, that's pretty daring. Sounds like a good soup opening to me. So, soup opening? That's not what that says. I've got soup on the brain. A pretty nymph, that's pretty daring. Of course it is. That's the point. Finding them enjoying themselves in the water. The sun shining through the treetops, making the stream glisten in fragmented light. A divine beauty. I'd love to sing about the exciting, magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay. Maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a featherlight nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although? I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long, I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yeah, let's do it so that we can do a tutorial. Really? Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. Oh, hi, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, you pinned my order. So that's our order there. Oh, and these are the different ones that I know. Okay. I did. If you want to look for specifics, if I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with the sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Okay, so... it's a swift strike. Be a leaf on the wind with a swift strike. This must-have for any dexterity devoted adventurer. Grants you agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy. Oh, and a tasty drink. With an order this delicious, talking is hard. You'll exceed any dwarf's kill count in no time. Oh, thanks. I like the recipe. The recipe, I like the reference. The recipe. Okay. So now I have to add things to it to match that. on here, I guess. Oh, so like this will pull it pretty high that direction, I assume. Why? Wait, what? Okay, so wait, I need to pull it down this way a little bit. Do I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no. Okay, I need a moment to figure out what I'm doing wrong. I figured out what I was doing wrong. You just have to hover instead of clicking. Okay, so that, and then I think we just need one of that. That doesn't look terribly right. Can I add more like that? So strike. Oh, okay. I kept like dragging it just straight to the pitcher instead of like holding it above, but we got there. We got there. It's fine. Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventurous dreams of yours, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but what? Never mind. Oh, hello. Hey. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Okay. Alright, buddy, I'll be right back. A spoken heart. Sweet and sparkling in taste, the spoken heart will bring your deepest feelings bubbling to the surface. Your newfound sincerity, confidence, and many heartfelt words will work wonders in boosting your persuasive abilities. A charismatic boost, great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. Okay, so it's pulling really far this way. So we need this to go all the way over. Okay. And then it looks like a little bit down this way. Also a little bit this way. Okay. Cool. I understand now. It took me a moment, but we got there. This should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of the banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Oh, okay, bye. Alright. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain, or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. I want to sing songs about my adventures and make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if it's wrong to leave though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Oh, Fable. I wish you luck. Ooh, I love the art style. It's so pretty. Oh, hello. I like you too. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep? Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. You can call me Care or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Care. Lynn? What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No quest for me. But I may have one for you, or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tregarin? The problem with fantasy things is that I have to read fantasy names of places and people and figure out what the heck that could possibly be. I think Tregarin is a good guess. Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf? That's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south of Erova. I've been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. Gosh, so every time it happens, it's gonna throw me off until I get back into the groove. You mean the one with the vampires? Another good reference. Think so. Nah, that just split society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. Which one are you, Innkeep? Team vampire, team werewolf? Ooh, I don't know. I mean, so when it comes to Twilight, I don't really know that much about it other than no thank you. But as far as like lore goes, I feel like legit vampires are cooler. So you're into the fangs, are ya? And Innkeep never tells. You little rascal. I like you. Likewise. What about you? Vampires. Why? The wolves are too close to my kin, and yeah, I'd rather stay away from them. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know? Hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dagon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, the southern werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? On any dog. Trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Care. Lynn. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. Gotcha, Lynn. Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, then before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful, something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered-down muck instead. I like her. Okay, something with strength. Frosted Lagoon protects you from any physical and spiritual harm, and cools you down to even the hottest summer days. It even offers additional UV protection. What more could you ask for? Nice. Southern Brawler, perfect combination of offense and defense, dominated by the piquant aroma of Ignis. The drink is served fiery hot or ice cold, depending on the kind of fight you're looking for. And then Sparkling Nebula, the distilled flavor of the cosmos. The sparkling nebula fizzes on your tongue and rewires your synapses, inspiring great ideas and even greater stories. Storytellers and scholars alike can broaden their horizons with a taste of the stars. Okay, so I think it's this one, because that would make the most sense. So we're going way down this way. Okay, and then we're going this way. And we're going this way. Bingo. I hope. A drink with 0 water as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? I was back west, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will ya? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead? It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just gonna open up wounds you stapled shut, not slapped. Or eat your face. Past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. Alright, well then. If you find any more rumors for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf, don't do groups, but sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. Okay, I could use some help. Fine, I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. This is where I sort all the rumors I've collected. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. I think the best next step would be sorting and the matching snippets to your quest page. I should have given her a southern accent. I'm not fully with it to do voices. And also not great at doing voices, but I should have given her a southern accent. Feels like she deserves it. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select the quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it. Thank you for your help, Lynn. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. Okay. So we've got the Vukaken, Carolyn. Okay, that's a word. Told me about a werewolf who is roaming around Tregarin, a potential threat to villagers. Werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. Apparently no dog can resist the urge to run after a stick. An unusual amount of undead seems to be haunting the west. Undead snails are being accused of eating crops. This apparently poses a problem. Alright, well that's not anything to do with this. Werewolf previously has been seen in Arova, a southern town, and no matter do they have goal in mind. And a banshee is haunting the Lonesome Lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones, hopefully hyperbole. Okay, so boom, 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 and then select the quill. A werewolf on detours. A reticent Vukaken. I don't like this word. Passed by the wayfarers and reporting a werewolf making their way up to Tregarin from Arova. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest to save Tregarin from the werewolf mayhem? Innkeep. Alright. So we've got a quest on the board. Nice. Oh. I don't remember your name, but you're a good little dragon? Little dragon baby? Okay. Act 1, the Wayfarer's Inn. 2, Prelude to Bravery, 58th of the Wake. Oh no, I was hoping that it wouldn't be you. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregaron. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even, preferably one who is good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. I'm good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. And maybe I want the quest? Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and this quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests, you live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you've talked to humans before, and you've got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest, and I have to fight the werewolf or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. But what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree would be mad at me? But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. I get that. That's a mood, I feel it. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Ah, maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest, it seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on and prove their bravery. Inspirational adventurers that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mara Morgan incident, and my first encounter with the Amaranthine Hydra, or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Okay, sorry if there's a weird cut. I had to stop a dog from chewing on herself. The Mary Morgan incident, your first encounter with the Hydra. Why does nobody want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and wherever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass it except for me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once. I wish it had been just once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing, or dangerous, or dangerously embarrassing. Curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with somebody who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories, they always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. In between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. What happened with your first encounter with the Hydra? Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the dream plane Avalon. I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven. But I thought since it has fire breath, I can't read. But I thought since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthine Hydra. And I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around. And how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things as changing as Leviathan's sea. All chimeras hate mice. All hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthine Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left. And I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore and I ran back, apologized, and begged it for the answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Woodhalves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. I suppose you have a point. What's the Mary Morgan incident? Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. That was probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. Do we really have to talk about that? Only if you want to. Alright, but just because it's you. An adventuring party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Tregaron recommended me. I agreed to help, of course, my first adventure. Yay! And no riddles to get confused about either. I was so excited, but also very, very nervous, so of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I have never gotten lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well and there was blood rushing in my ears. I felt dizzy. So, for some stupid reason, it led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in an adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the Wyvern Chimera that resides in the Quag Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me. But I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. Can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find that out then. Like, on a quest. For example, don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make a situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, it's a perfect hero they want. They'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I'm a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, Fable, great gardener and, future hero, charmer of nymphs, I'm going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just a hungry local lost lichen, after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice could influence my fate. Could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for the backseat mixing. Okay. I hate that she left it up to me. I get it, but I hate it. So we can give her a swift strike, because that was good for dexterity, speed, accuracy. We could do the spoken heart. Confidence. Oh, confidence. Will work wonders in boosting your persuasive abilities. Storytellers and scholars. Okay, so either the swift strike or the spoken heart. I feel like because this one mentions confidence, I want to do the spoken heart. Okay, that, and then down this way one, and then down this way one. All right, fingers crossed, everybody. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. Farming? No, wait. That sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farms in Tregaron, and I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. Yeah, me too. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I need to get started. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, so... I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us? Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. You will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. Oh, good luck, Fable. I hope I chose the right thing. I hope Fable will be alright. Yeah, same. I wonder what path their fate took. Maybe a zesty one. I hope I was able to help. Oh, hey buddy. How's it going? You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? That spoken heart one tasted fine. Thank you. Another spoken heart. I think I've got it basically memorized at this point. But just in case. It's a bunch of this. Oh, and I'm almost slashing over the side. Slashing? Sloshing was the word that I meant to use. Ding. Alright. Another spoken heart. My specialty. Spoken heart just for you. Maybe it will help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Charming. I like it at nighttime. Oh. Oh no. Oh dear. Hello. Careful. You'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Not another one of those empty babblers. Would you prefer a different line? I can confidently say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems things have given you some more dialogue options than most. Seems they've given you more dialogue options than most. But that don't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. I probably forgot to give you enough intellect. Would surprise me if there was actually a brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree, you look much more delicious than they usually do. Thank you, though I should let you know I'm not on the menu. Oh, your sad face. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah, my cape! Your cape? That's not his cape. The green fell on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Aye. Pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you a drink in exchange for the story and your names. Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I am Sir Alphonse Louis Frederick Ducat de Sang. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Okay. So a red drink. So I think this one was red. Southern Brawler. 'Cause it's mostly this stuff, right? Yeah, that. And then one of this. And one of this. Ding. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. This looks delicious. It also tastes delicious, very alive. Maybe as a chaser, you could let me have a bite. No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Rhea Frost Grip. Nice to meet. Yeah. Skip. Just serve me something strong, something that feels durable, tough, like a mountain or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. It's my first time making this one. Frosted Lagoon. Protects from physical and spiritual harm. And cools you down on the hottest of days. Okay, so that's mostly this. And then it looks like a touch this way. And a touch this way. Ooh, pretty. A taste of your just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. I see you're many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about the ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me, deep in the mountains of Dulvamere. Dulvamere? That's so hard. Why do fantasy writers do this? With my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know. Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big pile of gold. Then suddenly, this big ooze comes along and slurp, gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills you? Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took my shovel, and dug, and hit, and dug, and hit, until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food. She dug out me. And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold? Oh, yes. A big gold nugget should be enough to get me to Boruvia. Fantasy names. And perhaps I can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get you to Boruvia, so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return, I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put my capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No. Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could? Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you, but for what we'd need a little more, but for that we'd need a little bit more information. Good luck with that. First I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut in Baruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes, which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore it to the cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape to show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampiric Countess Evelyn residing in Marrow Castle? That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Of course not. I hate her, every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape. Ah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little, mean, vicious, beautiful beast. That thieving of thieves robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No. I had that taken out centuries ago, but my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps, Innkeeper, that's your name, right? Yep. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of the mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Interesting. Queen of darkness, temptress of men, flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure I'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Alright, I don't remember what it was. Frosted Lagoon. Okay, yeah, all this way. Okay, and then one this. And one this. There you go. Coming right up. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I am consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails ya. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My platform doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. By the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, right. Innkeeper, do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me, my Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A thing, beast made of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware. I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Huh. If only I hadn't eaten the delicate bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves. The delectable, not delicate. The delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves. I could have asked it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. Oh, poor Kyle. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we could alter our deal. Oh, nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem, I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, can I walk among mortals in the glittering sunlight once more? As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid, did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say, innkeep, while we wait for somebody to do his work for him, you perhaps have a room or two? Possibly a room without sunlight? Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. No thing. Got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real boy one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Kyle's my new favorite character. Okay. So, Hydra, a chimera's hatred for mice is a universal truth, or maybe it just rhymed with ice, who can say? Vampire's looking for escape, seemed confused and wanted to go on a stroll in the sun. Banshee, Riverbanks, the Shirmere hide the Mara Morgan. Oh, okay. Wyvern Chimera resides in the Quag Mangrove. Adventurers beware, you might be on its menu. Okay, so oh, the little, like, S thing on it. The one thing that stands a chance against a grueling curse of the sun is Chimera saliva, apparently. Source, Aunt Matilda, a vampire? Okay. Deep in the Quag Mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist. Its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that he could even walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bringing back a bucket of saliva? Also, I'm noticing now that all the notes are obviously the same, so it's pretty easy to pick it out. At the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak resides Countess Evelyn, the vampiric temptress of men, wary of invisible threats. The vampire lost his cape, just to get a little bit Australian on ya, on his wedding day before he was wed to Countess Evelyn. Okay. Hey there, Evelyn. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. Senile. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peaks, and venture to the peak and dare to retrieve this long-lost cape. Be aware she might be invisible. Alright. 2 more quests for the board. And the end of the day. Okay, and we're gonna call it there for today. I'm really enjoying this game, and I'm super happy to be back to making videos. It's been entirely too long, but we should be back now to regular content as normal. Hopefully at least a couple videos a week again, now that I'm back. I'm gonna start working pretty soon on my next part for Elden Ring, because I have been wanting to get back into that really badly. The DLC looks amazing. There's no way that I get anywhere near it anytime soon. But it looks really good, so I want to keep going with that. I've got a few other... I've got some ideas. That I want to get into. Also, just really quickly before I end, thank you so much to everybody who's here. We broke 1,000 subscribers while I was away. It was amazing. I got to celebrate hitting 1,000 subscribers while I was in Japan, which, like, you can't get any better than that. If you didn't know, 1,000 subscribers is like the most important milestone for YouTubers, because it's the point at which you can join the partner program fully. And so my channel is now monetized, and I'm actually, going to make money as a YouTuber moving forward, which is really pretty spectacular. I really enjoy doing this, and I've got a big dream for this to become my main career, so that I can give it all the time that I want to put into it. So we'll see. Hopefully that happens. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. It always helps out even more now to keep me pushing forward. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want to see more of this down in the comments, because I really enjoyed this. It's very cute. It's super charming, and the art style is fantastic. All right, I will see you back here on the channel really soon. And until then, take care. Bye.